Hello guys, this is Pokeland Legend Tips, and today we're gonna have another awesome tutorial. It's gonna be very quick, and also like we used to do every time. Before we dive into the real deal, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. Join us in Facebook. We have a nice community out there, so that would be better for you. So what we are going to be explaining today is basically the rules of Pokemon and your formation in building your teams. So this is going to be real quick since it doesn't really require a lot, but we're just going to tell you what the requirements of your position of each Pokemon will be. So if you have an empty 3 spots like you should, then of course the middle one should be for a tank. What a tank means is a Pokemon that has a lot of defense and maybe can heal as well, and doesn't need to attack. He basically just need maybe to buff and have a huge defense. Something like Groudon or Kyogre would be fine. So these are tank, this is a tank, this is a tank. So your tank should usually be in the middle. Why? Because the artificial intelligence in the game, in auto mode, usually try to target the middle Pokemon. So your Pokemon, something like this, if he doesn't have Spotlight, then he definitely should be in the middle. Okay, so again, in the middle should be the Pokemon that should tank. And on the sides, you can either put a damager, which is a DD, damage dealer, which is something like Arceus. Then on the other side, you should have either another damager, since this one gonna tank. So you either have another damager, maybe Ho-Ho or whatever. Then this is a good team. So 2 damager, 1 tank. Or you can have a support Pokemon, which again will just provide support. So you have right now we've seen a tank, a damage dealer, and a support Pokemon. Another Pokemon that you can go for is actually a debuffer. Okay, so not for this team, for example. Let's just use a Psy team, for example. So we're gonna put our damager in the middle because he's using absorb. This is our support. You can have 2 supports if you want, but if you have a good damager. But this is a debuffer. Meloetta is a debuffer, aka a stunner as well. So she's a debuffer. So this is a debuffer is a Pokemon that either reduce the opponent's attributes, like reduce the P defense, reduce special defense, reduce the attacks, or make the opponents sleep, stun, paralysis, freeze, and so on. So this is the kind of Pokemons that right now exist in Pokeland Legends. You have either a damage dealer, you have either a support Pokemon, you have either a debuffer, or you have a tank. So all this is basically what makes a good team. So you have to make sure that you have decent damage output because you always need damage, or you have a lot of crowd control, which is a debuff. That's another strategy if you want to go for, or have some kind of tanky team for Champions League for defending positions, like have maybe 3 tanky Pokemons like Mega Steelix, Groudon, and maybe Regice, for example, is a good tank team to be used in Champions League or in Cross XVS. So that will waste a lot of time for the opponent. Since there is a time limit, then it's a good team to go for to defend positions. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This has been really basic tutorial, but it's really been a request from some members. So hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can just drop them in the comment, and we will gladly help you.